This is Linda, and I'm here with an update on our second video challenge. And I've heard from some of you that this one is a little bit tricky. Some of you are feeling very uncomfortable and feeling a lot of resistance to this challenge, which is acceptance, accepting whatever you feel, accepting whatever the situation is and not fighting it. And I'm here to tell you that feeling resistant, feeling uncomfortable is actually good. It's a normal reaction, and what it means to me is that the bigger the growth that you're going through, usually the more difficult it is. So when you feel that resistance, it's good, because what that means is this is taking you outside of your comfort zone. And that's a very good thing, because if we just stay in our comfort zone and only do things that feel good to us and that we're used to doing, then we never grow. In order to really do the things that we want to do in life, to achieve what we want, if we want things to change, we have to change the way in which we're doing things. And so what this process of acceptance does for us, as Eckhart Tolle so nicely puts it, is in the process of acceptance, we are surrendering our resistance to life. Surrendering your resistance to life. When you resist life, you create stress. When you resist what is, you create stress. When you create stress in your mind, in your body, it keeps you stuck, and it creates physical problems. It can create health problems. So the process of acceptance is extremely powerful, because it really helps to move you out of that whole saga of stress and struggle and fighting and everything being hard and overcoming obstacles, and it helps things to flow much more easily. Because when something happens, if you resist it and you don't like it and you're upset about it, those things are not going to change any of it. In fact, it's more likely to keep you stuck exactly in that situation longer, and it's going to give energy to those feelings that you have of stress or anger or whatever emotional upset it is that you're feeling. So this process of acceptance is a very powerful thing to do, and it's something that I really encourage you to work at. And let me just share with you my experience just yesterday of this process of acceptance. On and off over the years, I've had trouble with sleeping. I went through a period of some time without sleeping well. In fact, I can go to bed some nights and just not sleep, and it took me a long time to figure it out, but from going to doctors and all kinds of different people, finally found a naturopath that has really helped me, and have come to discover that a lot of it is hormonal. Mostly it's hormonal, the reason for me not sleeping. So since I found that naturopath, I've actually been sleeping really, really well. Well, last night I didn't sleep. And so I started thinking about acceptance, because the thing that happens initially is that your mind takes over and you start to panic. And if you've ever had that experience of not sleeping, but you start to think, oh no, here we go again. It feels horrible. Tomorrow I'm going to be terrible. I've got a meeting to go to. I'm not going to be coherent. I'm going to be tired all day. I'm going to be feeling like this all day. So the mind starts to take over and go into this story about what it's going to be like. And I know what it's going to be like, because I have experienced it before. And so that whole night during not sleeping, I would go into this mind activity, and then I would stop and go into acceptance. Okay, this is as it is. I don't like it. I feel upset. I feel frustrated. Whatever it is I'm feeling, I feel it. I don't try not to feel it. I don't try to make the situation any different, because I know that by trying to make it different, I'm not going to do anything except stress myself. So that was my experience last night, not sleeping. And in fact, that was the third night in a row that I haven't slept. So I am practicing acceptance, and in that process of accepting One thing has come to me today. I have an idea of what might be creating this insomnia, so I'm going to try that out and see. So I will let you know tomorrow whether I actually sleep tonight, having figured this out. But you know, one of the things I think we often think is that life should be easy, life should just flow along in a certain way, and things should always go the way that we want them to go. Does that really happen? It doesn't, does it? There are always going to be times when things happen that we don't like, that we're not comfortable with. If you resist it, you'll create stress for yourself. If you accept and stay calm about it, this is as it is, this is how I feel about it, you're just honest with yourself and you just allow it, then the solutions come, the answers come, and it helps you to move out of it faster. So that's how I'm getting on with the challenge so far this week. How are you getting on with it? It will be uncomfortable, and that's okay. Feel the discomfort and allow it, and I'll touch base with you tomorrow.